Are you looking for the best ironing boards? In this video we will look at some of the 7 best ironing boards on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Brabantia Steam Rest Ironing Board with Linen Rack, C-Wide, Ecru. Nearly 200 reviewers rave about how sturdy and stable this ironing board is. Says one, this puppy is rock solid with no shifting when pressed on. Substantial without being overpowering in weight. Another agrees, I looked at a lot of ironing boards before deciding on this one. In short, very solid construction and stable. It works on a variety of surfaces, too. The board is stable on carpet and hard flooring, with sound engineering and thought put into it. Others love how wide it is, making ironing large pieces that much easier and more efficient. This reviewer, who does a lot of ironing of church linens, says the larger surface area is fantastic and that the board cut my time in half. It also comes with a steam iron rest, which this reviewer says provides more room for me to iron a folded queen-sized sheet without having to shift the sheet on the board. Also, the extra width provided by the size C board reduces the number of times I have to move the sheets to complete the ironing process. As this reviewer sums it up, if you are a serious quilter/suist/iron clothing wearer, you should really consider the Brabantia ironing board. Number 2. Whitmor Tabletop Ironing Board, Cream. This is a compact, sturdy wooden ironing board with a bit of padding on top, explains one reviewer. There isn't much more to it than that, but that's exactly what reviewers love about it. I wanted something small enough to place on top of my work desk but also big enough to cover enough material I need to iron. This does both, one writes, and more than a quarter of reviewers say this is perfect for small spaces. I put it on my kitchen island and it's perfect, one says. The little legs fold down for easy storage. Another writes that it's perfect for quick ironing and not bulky like the bigger ones that need folding. Since it is small, reviewers aren't attempting big jobs with it, but as one concludes, it's a wonderful, little size, tabletop, all I needed for occasional ironing. Number 3. Mabel Home Extra Wide Ironing Pro Board. The main draw of this extra wide ironing board is the shoulder wing attachment. I love the retractable shoulder wings, they make everything so much easier, says a reviewer. They're ideal for ironing shirts, as this reviewer notes, the wing extensions enable ironing of entire shirt backs in one shot. Another calls it a game changer, dress shirts get done in about 1/3 the time. By far this is the best ironing board I've ever used. Dozens of reviewers like how solid it is so sturdy that it does not wobble, says one, and another agrees, saying this is the absolute best ironing board I have ever owned. I iron every day, so I was looking for a good sturdy ironing board. This one exceeded my expectations. It doesn't wobble at all, not even on carpet. Another reviewer notes, there are also several thoughtful features, such as a cable guide for the iron's power cable, and a small pouch to store accessories by the side of the ironing board. As this customer concludes, no screeching metal parts, smooth operation, a wide surface with optional shoulder extensions all add up to a superior product. The extended bar is great for holding shirts and cord management. If you want a serious tool for doing the job, this is a great choice. Number 4. Honey Can Do Tabletop Ironing Board with Retractable Iron Rest. More than 70% of reviewers give this ironing board 5 stars, and many love how compact it is. We live in a really tiny apartment with no counter space and very little storage space, one user says. We ended up storing it in the gap between the refrigerator, but it's small enough to slide under a low bed. You get a lot for your money with this board. It's sturdy, well-made, and pretty. And while it is compact, one reviewer says, this is much larger than I anticipated, but that's perfect for my craft/sewing needs. They add, the height is also enough for me to work with and I absolutely love the pull-out iron rest. Others agree that it's perfect for a seamstress, and really any use, because it is so well made. The entire frame, including the legs, moving parts and clamps are sturdy metal, screwed into place with good screws, one reviewer says. The board is thick particle board. The board doesn't move at all because of good quality plastic feet. Number 5. Honey Can Do Foldable Tabletop Ironing Board with Iron Rest. All of the tabletop ironing boards on this list are praised for being compact, but this one saves even more space because it folds up and fits neatly in a small place such as a closet or under a bed. Will even fit into a larger drawer, writes one reviewer. Another points out that it is easy to store in its original packaging. I purchased for my small apartment and am able to store it easily out of sight on the back of a closer door with a command hook, they write. The bag it comes in is handy because of the large, sturdy handle. And while it folds up, it won't collapse while in use, according to one user, who says the board is firm enough to press even heavy fabrics. Reviewers also say it is easy to fold, and they love that it still comes with an iron rest while still being compact. Number 6. Household Essentials StowAway In-Wall Ironing Board Cabinet with Built-in Ironing Board. If you are looking for a completely concealed ironing board, this ironing board cabinet is for you. Reviewers love it. One even says, once you have had one of these, you won't know what you did without it. They recently bought their second one after moving into a new house, and note that it's discreet enough that you can hang it outside of a laundry room without it looking out of place. The best part is that all your ironing stuff goes inside too, the reviewer says. I have a steamer and that fits along with my iron, spray bottle, and starch. Not only does it have storage, but it's on a swivel. I especially like that the ironing board rotates so if you are using it and it is down, it doesn't block the pathway, says one reviewer. Number 7. Portable Ironing Mat Blanket. The ironing mat is a nice space-saving alternative for many reviewers who don't have room for a more traditional ironing board. One reviewer who lives in an efficiency apartment says, using this, I can iron on my countertop or even my wood-finish TV tray without scorching the surface. But about 15% of reviewers secure it to their washer or dryer with the included magnets. The only surface that seems to be a real no-go is hardwood. There are silver spots from where the material transferred onto the table, one reviewer warns. Even if space isn't an issue, dozens echo this reviewer's sentiments. I don't have to worry about dragging out some heavy awkward iron board.